it is me. Who else would it be? Right, so news update. Babies are on board. I'm telling you right now, I don't even have words. I am just beyond nervous right now. But anyway, so yesterday, got the phone call in the morning that the embryos were dividing as they should, and that the transfer will still go ahead. So I started taking my progesterone pessaries yesterday. Take it 3 times a day, so 1 at 6, 1 at 12, and 1 at 6 again in the evening. So I started doing that yesterday, and then I went to go for my transfer, which happened at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was it's a very simple procedure. You literally just go in. It's a bit like a smear test. So they clamp you open. The doctor she was lovely. The embryologist, no, first off, the embryologist came in, kind of gave me a picture of our little babies. Oh, I don't have the picture with me. 1 minute. So she gave me a picture of our little babies. Don't know if you can see them. Look how beautiful. So there's one. I think this one is divided into 3, and this one 4 4 cells. And she said that for day 2 that would be expected, really. So they're looking exactly as they should. There's little to no fragmentation, and they're just so beautiful. So yeah, so she gave me that, told me that they're good grade, and yeah, and that they were really pleased with how they were progressing. I had to sign some paperwork, and then get up on the bed, legs in stirrups as usual, and then one of the doctors scans over and does the external scan to make sure that my bladder was full, because you have to do it with a full bladder, and she does it over as an external scan, and you can see where your bladder is and where the uterus is and where the catheter is going in and where the implantation happens. So I'm in the stirrups. The doctor then does initially, I think, just a test run with the catheter. Well, first actually she cleaned out everything, because I've been taking the progesterone pessaries. I think they clean everything out for the transfer, and then she puts in the test catheter, and then after she does the test one, she puts in the one with both embryos at the same time. To be honest, they were like, "Oh, can you see it? Can you see the catheter?" I was like, "I cannot see a thing." I don't know what they were looking at. I don't know if I was looking at the wrong part of I don't know, but I could barely see it. I really wish they'd given me a video so I could rewind or something. And so basically they then put the little 2 embryos into my uterus, into the uterus lining, and then they leave it there, and then they had me lie down on the bed for about 5 minutes, and then afterwards she explained basically what I'm to do now. You know, just rest, still live your life, do no heavy lifting, certain foods that I'm supposed to be avoiding, acting as if I was pregnant, because let's face it, I am. And what else? Continue to take the progesterone. That I'm to take the pregnancy test on the 4th of December. And yeah, and wished me the best of luck, and sent me on my way, basically. So I didn't, hubby didn't drive me because he can't come in anyway, so I just drove myself home. got some McDonald's fries on my way home, you know, as part of the transfer tradition. We'll have to see, because I didn't do that last time, so maybe that was the thing, you know. Yeah, probably wasn't. I just wanted McDonald's chips, and they weren't as good as I remember them. And so yeah, what else? Came home, just rested, had a bit of food to eat, and trying to stay eating warm foods, keeping my body just warm. My body does feel a lot warmer. So I did notice that last night. I just feel like I'm radiating heat, so I feel like really warm from the inside out, and I'm just trying my best to ignore symptoms because I'm taking progesterone, and they have their symptoms of their own. And so all those feelings that I have, like the bloat and just like a weird feeling around my pelvis, and I've had a little bit of cramping, but not a huge amount. What else? Tired. Those are all progesterone related symptoms. Boobs feeling a bit heavy and all that. So I'm trying not to read too much into it, but it's very difficult, and it's amazing just how I feel when I don't feel anything. And you know, it's comforting when I do have a cramp. I think even last night I felt like a tiny little bit of sharp pain in my, you know, in my uterus, and I was like, oh, what's that? Is that something good? And I was lying, I'm telling you, just in case, I don't want to disturb them, you know, just in case they were trying to, you know, bury themselves into my lining. I was laying so still. I was like, oh, let me let them do their thing. Let me not move. And just trying to do whatever I can to make it as comfortable an environment as possible for them to grow. It's, you know, I'm just willing them to implant and willing them to get going. And my husband is so excited, and he woke up this morning because we pray every morning with each other, and he was like, oh, if it's a girl, her name's going to be Grace. I know, I really feel it's going to be Grace. Her name's going to be Grace. And, you know, if it is twins, then, yeah, you know, it's going to be, you know, he thinks that maybe the boy's name would be David, but he's definitely sure about the girl's name being Grace. And he is so hopeful. It is really encouraging, but it's encouraging, but it's also scary, because I'm like, oh, gosh, man. It's like, I don't want my heart to break, and for me then to break his heart as well. And it's just, but, you know, I'm just continuing to trust God and do my bit. And my bit right now is trying to rest as much as possible, drink as much water as possible, eat warm foods, avoid certain foods, no heavy lifting, take my progesterone tablet, pessaries, and that's it. You know, I can't do anything else. And try not to stress over symptoms. You'll see how that goes down, because it's very difficult to ignore them. It's very difficult to not seek out after them, because it's like your validation, innit? And but anyway, so I'm just gonna take it day by day. I probably won't get on here every day, but you know, I'll try not to wait until I test. I might come on here beginning of next week, and then again the week after or something. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll do my best to just keep an update, because I want to record this and record the journey to our babies, and this is all a part of it, isn't it? So trusting God for the best, and I am pregnant, and I'm celebrating that today. Catch you later.